Today I will show you the example that we are using lazy loading and eager loading in the example, and I will show you how a service were injected in this both case of um, both case of both type of loading like eager and lazy loading. Firstly, we have two components, eager and lazy component. Eager component will be loaded eagerly and lazy component for lazy loading. And to demonstrate this example, we have the application that has two router links, eager and lazy would point to its own type of loading. And firstly, let's look at the service that we are creating. We are creating a service called counter service, and in this service we have the variable counter. And in eager loading component, uh, we have some simple HTML here. We have button increase counter will cause the increase counter service would written down in the eager component of TS, and this will present the result after clicking the button increase counter. As you can see in the eager component class, we injected the counter service. The counter service, what I was mentioned before, is a service that contains a counter variable and is set to 0. And so let's look at the lazy component. The lazy component were similar to the eager component. We had simple HTML like button increase counter and the result after clicking the counter. And as you can see, it's not different from the eager component. The lazy component has a counter service were injected, and we have the increase counter as the function that when you click in the button increase counter, we will increment the counter variable of the counter service. And thirdly, we will look at how the example work, and I will explain more detail later. So as you can see, when you load the app component, we have, so I try to load it again. Okay, so we have the app component, and we have two router link to the eager component and lazy component. The eager component will load it eagerly when the app first started, and the lazy component will load it only when you try to click to the lazy component. This is the time the lazy component will be loaded, and it will help you to make your single file application run faster, because it don't have to load all of the component when the app starts, and it will load it only when you try to click or you navigate to that component. And in December, So I will try to click to the eager component to demonstrate how it will work. So when I click the eager component, we have simple HTML presented here, and we have the increase counter button, the counter result. If we click on the increase counter, I can, I think, and I think that the counter will be increment by 1. So this is for the eager component, and if you try to click on the lazy component, this time all of the CSS HTML of the lazy component will be loaded at this time when you click on this. And we have also has the increase counter, and the counter now is 0. As you can see, the counter now here in the eager component is 2 for now, and the lazy component is 0 for now. If we try to click on this, for example, 4 times, and the counter is 4, and if you look at the eager component, the counter here is 2, and it's don't change. When you click in the increase counter button on the lazy component. Why the counter has different value here? You know, because this is how Angular work. Because you had two components, eager component were loaded, as you can see here, the routing for the eager component, we load this component directly to the component variable, and for lazy loading we use a different structure, load children, and this is a syntax for the lazy loading model. We have lazy module. What we will look at as now, lazy module will import the lazy routing and lazy component, and what included in the same module. The same module includes the we can ignore it for now, and I will explain later. The highlight directive. We have the provider counter service with the same module that we use in both the eager and lazy component, and so we have just export the same component, and we will include in the lazy module. When we try to click on the lazy component router link here, the the lazy module here will call, and they will what as the same module, the lazy module, the lazy component, and we load it all of the component here. The lazy module we have the structure for the lazy module, which were a child component, so we use router module for child for this drop. And so in some cases, you want the you want the code to service and share the same instance for both the eager and lazy component. So if you click increase counter and the value is 4 here, and when you click on the lazy component, the value should be 4 if you want. So I'm sorry, so we should try to make it different, to make you realize how the different is really. The counter here is 5 and the lazy component, the counter is 4. To make both the counters share the same instance for both of the two components, we have the syntax for the share service that we are working on. So to make the lazy and eager components share the same instance of the counter service, we will edit the share module a little bit. As you can see, our structure we just declare the provider here to make it share the same instance, which we don't need it here, so I can delete it, and we don't need the counter service here. We need to declare static for loop, and we use a module with provider library in the Angular class, and we have provided and module which will call to the share module and the provider counter service, and we will make a little bit change in the add module for the old syntax to create the two instances of the counter service for the two components. We use the same module, and for now we want to make the two components share the same instance, so we change the syntax a little bit. We call the same module for loop function, and we try to recompile the code, and we can look at the example right now. When we try to click the eager component and just increase G time and the counter value is G for now. If we click on the lazy component, what we can see is the counter would be G. Yeah, the counter is G now because eager and lazy components share the same instance for now. And that's all for what I want to show you for today. You should consider using lazy and loading in your app to make your app work faster, and there are some syntax that you need to remember to make the different component include eager and lazy component use the same or different instance of the service that you want to use. Thanks for watching my video, and hope to see your feedback if any, and I will be happy to answer when I have time. Thank you so much.